Man City breaking financial fair play rules. Let's say, for example, they get deducted 15 points, like Juventus were in Serie A. Man City will drop to 8th place. They would still be ahead of Liverpool and Chelsea.
Oh my god.
Such is the state of affairs at both those clubs. So those are the clubs we'll be talking about next. Chelsea, hoping to try and bridge that gap, spent £323 million in January. 1/3 of that went towards Enzo Fernandez, 107 million. Premier League record also. Yeah, have to ask Robin, in terms of January signings, of course you'll be very happy that your club has spent that much. But in terms of like saddling your club with 7-year deals, 8-year deals, concern?
I think so. There's an element of concern, but I think the excitement and the prospects of all these new guys are far greater than the worry. It's a risk that they have to take. I mean, we can't possibly be stagnant here. And I guess at the current climate, this is the only way to improve the squad fast. Like in this window. I don't think they could have done any other way, any other deal structure, and still got the quality and the number of players that they did this window. So as a fan, I'm super excited by the signings and maybe the half an hours here and there for each game.
Half an hours. Only 2 points to show for it. Still no wins. Draw 0-0 at home to Fulham, 1-1 away to West Ham. Now just 2 wins in 12 games.
But it's super disappointing. Although I did see some clips and highlights that the new guys are playing quite well, except for Modric. Like after his cameo against Liverpool, he sort of disappeared. But it could also be like Cucurella's terrible form that's causing the left flank to be shit. So it's a lot of factors in play. There are still a lot of underperforming players in the team that needs to be settled. And I'm quite sure there are players who want out, which is a bit toxic in the back room, in the behind the scenes. I always feel like Chelsea need to get rid of players more than signing at this time.
It does feel like it's kind of cheating for Chelsea to spend that much money also.
Little but I mean that was also Man City when they just entered, when the new ownership just took over, right? And because of that,
relative
Yeah, I think it's sort of similar. I mean they could have. It's just that they didn't need to spend so much to win the title. At one go, they sort of built it over a few years also. Yeah, I mean up to the point where now they don't really have to spend very big amounts, right? Every season. But it is, but I mean, sort of used to Chelsea already doing that all along, right?
Okay.
So what's the difference between you spend 200 mil or 300 mil? Like just one extra player only. They've already been doing that every other season.
I think it's more like previously they would always spend on like marquee signs like Fernando Torres for 50 million, that kind of thing. Whereas now it seems like any player also can be like 70 million, 100 over million. Like, yes, Enzo Fernandez had a good World Cup, but like, who is he even?
Yeah, I mean, can't really compare like that because it's like now it's like all the inflation, the post Neymar transfer, all that. So it's like, I think if you want to compare back to like the Fernando Torres period, it's sort of, I would say the Torres signing and the Enzo Fernandez signing like sort of similar. They would have bought Fernando Torres for 100 mil, like in today's market.
I think it's a lot of the, like Cucurella went for 62, Mudryk went for 70. I don't know how to pronounce his name, the winger Noni Madueke, 35 million.
So
yeah. So it's like, I don't know. They're just like, okay, whatever the selling club wants, we just pay.
I think it's more of like, what's the difference between why did they suddenly decide like, okay, we want to buy them, but we have to stagger the payment, so we give them longer contracts. Like, I don't know what's the trade-off for that. Like, technically, any other club could have done that also, right? Like Liverpool could have done that. Then we could have bought more players. Any club could have done that. But like, what's the drawbacks for it?
I mean, I think the drawback is just basically you'll be saddled with all this. Like Danny Drinkwater signed like a 5-year deal, right? He's still at Chelsea, so you just got to be like continuous paying these players for that long. But actually has like a 7-year deal. Enzo Fernandez has an 8-year deal. So I guess the risk is that if these players don't make it or they become flops, right? Then you'll be like 8 years, you just be with these players or you can't sell them.
I mean, you can still sell them, or why not?
It's like, Danny Drinkwater is still at Chelsea. I think they have to wait his contract
if they flop, the chances of selling them is very low, man.
Correct, yeah.
I think it's still okay, you see freaking Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, you give him the 4-year deal, then every time you reach already, right, you extend 2 years, then half the time you're not even playing. Same thing.
I mean, then that's your club's decision whether you want to extend that long also lah. But I think maybe this is one question that hasn't really been asked. But like, say for example, you have these players, this whole batch of players all on 7 and 8 year deals, right? Does this kind of undermine Graham Potter's position at the club? Because now you can't really say, okay, the manager has the right to change these players. The owners will then say, hey, these players we signed for 7, 8 year deals. You have to stick to them. If not, we get rid of the manager instead.
I don't think it undermines him lah. I think it's more of an agreement that this is your role. You just coach. The team transfers wise, we let this boardroom thing settle. Then you just agree or disagree, that kind of thing. I think he probably has quite little say over the transfers, unfortunately.
For one, you all mentioned, or maybe like, what if the players flop? Then they can't say. But the thing is that these players, they're not like Jay Jingwater, they're like close to 30 years old. They're like youngsters, they're like prodigies, you know what I mean? So they got time to develop. So even if they flop, I mean, there's still market for them since they're so hyped up. You know what I mean? So I guess the mentality is that lah. Yeah. But whether it undermines Graham Potter, well, I don't know this one. Like what Robin said, I don't think they even ask him for his say in this lah. They're just giving out contracts like this.
I mean, yeah, that's precisely the point. You know, they don't ask him for his view on this, so they can just easily, okay, it's not working with Graham Potter. Chelsea finished 10th this season. Get rid of Potter, lor.
No, but it looks of it, I mean, there's article that say today, we are not like this project is not for months. You give Graham Potter like many years to try.
I mean,
this
every club
is not the
says that,
Chelsea style lah. It's not the Chelsea style lah. You know what I mean? I bet he'll be gone by next year.
Luckily for him, Chelsea are against Southampton, who cannot buy a win. Of course, Nathan Jones has already been sacked as manager of Southampton. He lasted just 94 days. He said he enjoys the challenge. He could have had a nice life if he wasn't a Premier League manager, and he could have married a nice Welsh girl.
I enjoy a challenge. I want to be the best version. I could have stayed in a mining community and be a PE teacher and had a nice life. Married a nice Welsh girl and all those things. Beautiful.
Well, now that he's sacked, I think he has a lot of time for that. Valentine's Day also, so good timing.
I mean, it's not surprising lah. It's so typical of Southampton to bring in unproven players, unproven managers, this kind of thing. Hopefully they work. As much as I mean, he might be shit in real life but then 3 months really quite a stretch lah. Yeah, sometimes his team not one good. So I guess I think I always thought like maybe the plan because he had championship experience. So in the event that they do go down, they can come back up with his experience. But guess not.
Sacking him the right choice. Like, is there still? I mean, there's still like more or less a bit of a half of a season to go. Still, if they get the appointment right, they can still get out of it as well.
I mean, they should have gotten the appointment right before when they sacked the previous coach. I don't know what they're trying to do. Like, did they really hire Nathan? What's his name again?
Jones.
Like, thinking that he can turn things around, or was he like a stopgap? I don't know. Or like when they hire him, they prepare like, okay, we're gonna go down already. Might as well just save money,
Is it too late to bring back Hazuto? I think he could have done a better job.
Yeah, they have to go back and say sorry to him.
They're considering Jesse Marsh.
Bring the guy back in, man.
They don't even have Sean Dyche anymore.
He will
according to the Knicks manager odds, right? Hasenhuttl is now second favorite to get the Southampton job back.
Fucking god.
Then what?
It's Valentine's Day, they can go to him and say sorry, it's okay.
Then what? Then they pay him the severance package, then they have to pay him the new package together.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He double his pay.
Southampton against Chelsea. I think this must certainly be a Chelsea win. Southampton currently no manager in charge also. Yeah, we'll start with Inran.
Maybe they have a no manager bounce. You never know.
No manager bounce.
I don't know. I think quite fun to see another draw. I'm gonna go for a draw.
Oh, okay.
1-1. Let's go.
A reminder, this is at Stamford Bridge.
Whatever lah, 1-1.
Okay. One interesting stat for Nathan Jones fans. 11 Premier League managers have had wins at St Mary's Stadium, that's Southampton's home ground this season. Nathan Jones isn't one of them.
Statistically, there weren't many better than me around Europe in terms for aggression, clean sheets, defending your box, balls in the box, XG, all those things.
Chelsea have to win this damn game, man. I don't care about the no manager bounce. We need to destroy them. It needs to be a very convincing 2-0 win for me.
Okay.
Wow, that's not very convincing. Wow, you
You
spend
need it. You
300
need it.
million.
Stay
Close to 3
humble, stay
million.
humble. Yo. Later gonna VAR another few goals.
What about that Thomas Tuchel handball that save?
Beautiful save.
No lah, no matter how bad Chelsea is, I don't think they can lose to Southampton lah. Or more like Southampton cannot win lah. No fucking way. But not very confident. I go for 1-0 lah.
Okay.
Baby steps lah, 1-0 Chelsea.
Yeah, I'm going to go Chelsea 1-0 win also. The other team that is sort of stuck in mid-table, Liverpool, are away to Newcastle. But of course, Liverpool are the only Premier League team with no league wins in 2023. And after the World Cup, Liverpool's top scorer is actually Baldness, the Leicester defender. Yeah,
It's a
it's
legit
actually
stat.
Liverpool's worst points tally. Anyone want to guess since which season?
Oh, the Roy Hodgson one.
Yes, correct. Roy Hodgson season in 2010-2011.
So, educated guess.
Pretty good guess, lah. I think that's the only like stand-out bad season, I suppose.
Yeah.
But what do you make of Liverpool's? I to say it's a start to the season is already is a stretch, lah. This is pretty much Liverpool season already.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what went wrong. And I don't think anybody knows. I mean, obviously now you can hear the Pandit Hall talk about, but at the start of the season, none of them saying all this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like retrospectively, oh shit, they should have a rebuild already. The midfield very lousy. But at the start of the season, they're like, no, they're gonna go again because they almost won four trophies the previous season. So I really think that it's I don't know, it's a very unexplainable thing. It's like you have roughly the same players, the same manager, everything the same. Then I don't know why it's like that. Like they haven't been playing well, I think, the past few seasons, but they've been managing to like get wins. So this time around, it just so happens that they can't, and then it sort of snowballed into bad form, and then suddenly the whole team just looks very bad now. I forgot how to play football, but I don't know. I don't know what happened, and I don't know how to solve it. So
I mean, not asking you to solve it.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
if
don't need to
could, you'll be the
solve
Premier League
it.
manager already.
Yeah.
But I think the alarming thing is that Liverpool are not even playing well against not so good teams also. Like the 3-0 defeat against Wolves, I think even in a season which has been pretty bad, right? I think was probably the worst result of the season. Like Wolves have only scored 12 only, and they managed to score 3 against Liverpool.
I think the 3-0 defeat really gives me a lot of confidence more than anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it really shows Liverpool really quite down bad. At least Newcastle, I mean, we are still like staying afloat in a sense. Quite high up, but still staying afloat. I don't think I'm worried because I don't think Liverpool will just bounce back just like that.
Do you think Jurgen Klopp has any blame in this current situation?
Yeah, of course. Like he's the one that's seeing the players every day, right? So if there's anyone that should have seen this coming, it should be him. Especially with the situation in midfield, right? Like yes, at the start of the season it seemed pretty strong. Like Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago seems like okay, but now like you retrospectively look back, then it's like you can't explain why Fabinho is like really, really very bad now. He can't, like he's a defensive mid, but he can't even defend basically. It's like any player that run at him, right, they will just go past him. He will try to block, then he'll miss, and then that's it, he's out of the game already. So I think that's like one big reason why we are not doing well now. So like, and yeah, so I think Jurgen Klopp has a lot of the blame for this too. It's like 50-50 the players, he's the one who set them up. He should have seen it coming, or he should have at least refreshed the squad enough so that they don't burn out. Or like even now, so long into the season already, he should have at least fixed something, but it feels like it's just getting worse and worse. But that's the thing also, like you can't really fire him, but he's
yeah.
But that will also be the fastest fix, because technically you have the right players already. Maybe if you have a I don't know, like a random man like Carlo Ancelotti to come in, I'm pretty sure he can get better results straight away. Just that he don't really have a style of play, right? He just like tell you what to play to win. Yeah, but that's the thing. There's too much goodwill around Klopp. Can't really fire him. So yeah, stuck in this situation. Then with no choice, I need to give him a chance. And one bad year in like 6-7 years is okay.
I have to go with the form. Although Newcastle has been drawing, I think Liverpool are so vulnerable and short of confidence that I think Newcastle at home will come with a result. Lor. I'll go for a very narrow 1-0.
Okay. Manjun,
Yeah, I'll go for 2-1.
Newcastle.
Maybe Anthony Gordon will score. Who knows? Against
Oh,
Liverpool.
yeah, almost forgot that he's there. Correct, yeah. I'll go draw for this. 1-1 between Newcastle and Liverpool.
Is this a home or away game? Oh, away game, eh? It's over. I think our last
It's over.
we haven't won a away game for like the whole season or some shit, eh? Or like only had
Okay, I
like
don't think it's the whole season, but I can't remember Liverpool's last away win.
yeah.
Plus,
very
is
bad,
there
very bad.
Champions League midweek?
No lah, midweek
Must-
is today is Liverpool Everton so can't be
yeah.
Champions
But I
League.
think it's
So
pretty
the-
soon.
Okay, okay.
Hey,
No.
there are games. There's a Milan Spurs in this week.
Yeah, I have
Oh
a
yeah,
few-
okay, yeah,
Not
correct. It's the
random,
other half first.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey guys, I think I gotta go first. You take a massive shit.
Okay. Shit. Okay, can.
Alright. Okay, see you.
Okay. Wait, I'm checking something. What? Oh shit! I think our last 3 away games is the Wolves game. We lose 3-0. Freaking Brighton game lose 3-0. The before that against Brentford lose 3-1. So it's I think considered
Wow.
9 goals in the last
Once
3
it
away games.
pretty bad.
3-1.
Against
3 at a goal.
yeah, so I think gonna be 3-1 Newcastle.
Okay.
Everton is what? A break.
At home, I think.
No,
Is it away?
Everton is Liverpool at home. Okay. Speaking of Everton, I guess that's one game we can mention also. Everton against Leeds is, as far as relegation races go, 18th against 17th is a 6-pointer. Sean Dyche appointed Everton manager since we last spoke. And Everton getting that crucial 1-0 win against Arsenal, huge morale booster. And that goal was by a Burnley manager, made by Burnley players, ex-Burnley players, scored by James Tarkowski, assisted by Dwight McNeil. So definitely Everton are the new Burnley, whatever that means. Do Everton stand a better chance in this game against Leeds now, especially that Leeds have already now sacked Jesse Marsch and haven't appointed a new manager also?
I think so. I think Sean Dyche somehow gives a lot of confidence that they can survive this relegation fight. I think he's a good leader. He's very experienced being down there. So I think he'll be able to do what Frank Lampard couldn't.
Okay, somebody's still sour by that, but okay. Gonna say Everton to win this 2-1.
I'll just go for 1-0 Everton.
I think 1-0 Everton. Classic Burnley performance. Hey, but see, that's the thing, like they playing the Burnley style but with better players, so technically they're gonna get better results.
I guess, some people might want to mention or give credit to Man U, but we're not that kind of podcast. We're not fair anyway. So
We're the opposite of Sky and all the other channels, yeah.
right, yeah. Some people saying Eric Ten Hag manager of the year. Yeah, right. I think there are like maybe 3 managers who deserve it more than him. But yeah, because I mean, in a season where Mikel Arteta is doing well, Eddie Howe is doing well, there are quite a lot of like managers that are doing pretty well this season, which in normal seasons would probably have more praise also. Thomas Frank at Brentford, 10 games unbeaten. They've only lost as many games as Man City. Brentford also have now taken points off all of the top 6 also. What was previously the top 6, big 6 clubs. Of course, Marco Silva at Fulham also doing pretty well. Fulham in 7th place, newly promoted side. Second best start by a newly promoted side since Newcastle in 1993.
Hey, you need to respect William now, man. Take back
yeah,
all the
that's
words,
true.
all the bad vibes when you all sign him. Wow,
Yeah, I think what did I say? A waste of space or something.
Something like that. Yeah,
Right. Is he performing?
Yeah, he
He's
just
damn
scored at
good
the
now.
weekend again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't believe it. 34 years old and he's still so good. But yeah,
Top corner, nice
Still so
shot.
good.
Wow.
How much you paying them? Paying him? Is it 100K a week?
I don't even think his wage is that high.
I think quite low leh. He joined
Yeah.
Fulham. He quite humble already.
Yeah, because like our second best paid player was 100,000, so he must be less than that already.
What's that? Mitrovic.
Highest paid is Mitrovic and he's more than 100,000. Yeah, second best was Chalobah, who was like stealing a living.
What the hell? Oh,
Hey,
I
kena
thought
scam
that,
yo.
Yeah, but he's sold him to West Brom already, so it's okay.
Got him off the wage bill.
Yeah, I mean a lot of better performing players all being paid less than him. Like quite a lot of players have outperformed their station, I suppose, like Tim Ream, 35 years old, I think we just give him an
Yeah.
extension for 1 year. But yeah, Kenny Tete also did very well against Mudryk. Basically pocketed him the entire Chelsea game. But yeah, I guess we can talk about this. It's is it 6 versus 7 or 5th versus no? It's 6 versus 7. Brighton against Fulham.
Oh,
Um,
two informed teams.
yeah,
Mm.
we can start. I think Brighton are the more informed team if you want to talk about relative.
Yeah, it's quite tough to say. Both teams are good, quite fun to watch. Wow, I gotta go for the Japan vibes again lah. Kaoru
Kaoru
Mitoma
Mitoma.
is fantastic, man. I'll go 2-1 Brighton, man. Just cause they're home.
Yeah, Mitoma is quite informed, and I guess Brighton have done it again, finding another talented player that will probably go for like 60 million that Chelsea will probably buy for or something.
Yeah, then they replaced Cucurella so well. The Estupinian guy also damn good. What the hell?
Yeah.
We bought the fake guy.
The fake guy.
The real guy lah, just different wrong system lah. I don't know.
Correct lah. Yeah,
Or
I
he
think
depressed or what? I don't know, man. What's wrong with Cucurella? I don't know, man. Maybe got personal
I think the problem is the club.
Yeah, it's like no matter how good the player is, if the team as a whole is not playing well, then they also won't play well unless they are really like the sort of star player that can inspire the whole team. But okay, I don't think Mitoma will go for very high because he's Asian.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, lah.
Although you're not wrong lah. You're not wrong. I also think that that's the
They're not
case.
gonna face. Yeah, it's like racist one, but
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a
why
topic for
nobody
another
go
day.
why nobody go aggressively to sign Asians? Even Son is very untouched. Racist.
they don't think number one when you scout, you don't really look at Asian players.
Yeah, what the hell?
You already look at Asian players that other teams scout already.
That's
In the
true.
German league.
Brighton to win 2-1.
Draw
Yes.
1-1. Pettigrew, Unai Emery, after they take over, they are like sort of proven managers, right? So you can see how they can turn things around. Compared to I don't know who.
Nathan Jones.
Nathan Jones. or Frank Lampard.
Frank Lampard was a manager appointment a few seasons ago. Can't really compare.
But he didn't
Graham
really improve
Potter,
them.
y'all can say it.
Honestly, with the money you spend, the transfer right, you just buy the whole Brighton squad over. Then you automatically do better
Yeah.
already.
They almost
You
did
just
that.
become Brighton.
Yeah, you become Brighton.
They signed the Brighton backroom staff already. Just need the pitch.
I think you can buy that whole club.
Why not just move there?
Yeah.
Maybe in a familiar environment, Graham Potter can start to thrive again. In the Championship, Neil Warnock has come out of retirement for the 4th time.
What the fuck?
How old is he already?
I don't know, too old. Like somebody should tell him to stop going into retirement because he's never serious about it.
Yeah, tell him it's just a sabbatical, it's not a retirement.
Yeah.
Why do the clubs keep hiring him? That's the real question. Are they
Because
really so out of players?
He's the Sean Dyche of the Championship.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean Dyche is not even the Sean Dyche of the Championship.
Yeah, because Huddersfield are now in the bottom 3. So they want to avoid relegation to League 1.
Honestly, would Sean Dyche have taken that job? Like if
Give him another 20 years maybe.
If he had no job, and then he realistically look at the Premier League, not a lot of teams would hire him also.
I guess. Yeah. And he can't go back to Burnley. Vincent Kompany doing so well there.
Oh, right. Are they top of the table now?
Yeah, I think their gap is I think it's a very big gap. Basically, we'll be seeing Burnley in the Premier League season.
But it's a
Quite
different
cool to see
Burnley.
Carpenter.
Yes, different Burnley this time. Right. Now the old Burnley is Everton.
Yeah.
So we still have Burnley in the league if they don't get relegated.
Quite sick. It's his first job and he's about to win the championship.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think anybody would have seen him do this. And it's not like Burnley very rich or anything also.
Yeah, interesting.
I thought he was managing in the Belgian league or something.
Yeah, I think he was player
and the
manager there or something.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're not happy, then you stop yourself on. The defense.
The centre backs them cui today, okay. That means it's my turn.
Yeah. Hey, how does that work? Like if you're the player manager, then you playing, then who else will be managing? You managing from the pitch.
Actually, I also don't know how that works also. Then you not happy with someone on the pitch, then you just, okay, sub this guy off.
It's like this guy never passed the ball to me. You sub.
Yeah, I have no idea how it works. Why does this role even exist? I also don't know also.
Who else? Was Rooney a player manager?
I think so, like Derby, no man.
Yeah, I think at Derby he was a player manager also.
Like we've really avoided Man United. Such.
So
I mean,
nothing
if
to
you
talk
really
about.
want to, there's nothing to talk about. What? Yeah, okay, lor, they keep winning, lor, big deal.
They are good, lor. At least say they are good, lor. Don't want to admit that they are good.
I just saw a graph. They go and plot. They say the win percentage to the coach's baldness.
So that's the key, lah. The
There's no
problem is your
coach.
manager got so
quite
much
true.
hair.
So there's no correlation. Just that Pep at the top.
Okay, no
It's the highest win, maximum baldness.
Have a nice Valentine's Day, even though we know nothing. Hopefully today you'll learn something. We'll see you again next week. Bye bye.